they've been allocated this stadium here at the Don Valley Stadium. It's going to be home for the Student Games of 1991, a purpose-built arena, one of quite a few around the Sheffield area. And I say it's first on the pitch, and as you can probably see, there's in the terracing on the far side, there's no spectators whatsoever. They're all confined to this side, which is covered here at this 25,000-seater all-seater stadium. And if I can maybe apologise, because obviously we're well far back here, not as close as the usual pitches you're used to receiving on your Saints video, but we're well back here in the stand. So Saints are back in Stone's bitter action after being dumped out of the Regal Trophy, 18 points to 12 at Wilderspool Warrington last Sunday. And this was a rearranged game for last Sunday originally. So Saints getting shut of the backlog. A pre-Christmas fixture. Must wish all our video viewers season's greetings. And I hope you carry on watching the Saints on video. Anyway, Saints team for today. Number 1, Beavers. 2, Hunt. 3, Griffiths. 4, Loughlin. 5, Les Quirk. 6, Bailey. 7, Devine. The forwards in the front row, Evans, Groves and Ward. Then we have Dwyer and Haggerty in the second row. Cooper at loose forward. Rapati and Neil at substitute. Sheffield, number 1, Mumby. 2, Nelson. 3, Powell. 4, Panaper. 5, Gamson. 6, Maiko. 7, Aston. In the front row, Tunks, Cook and Waddell. Second row, Broadbent and Nickel. 13, Russell, with 14, Young, and 15, Wilby. Referee Mr. Carter from Loughlin gets us underway. Donald Powell takes the ball, slips it to David Nelson, and this young coloured lad David Nelson, he gave Saints quite a bit of aggravation, but loose play from Widnes there. The ball going back in Mr. Carter's indication there, but Peter Tunks, this Australian and ex-Leeds and Salford forward, in possession. Paul Groves was quickly in there, but Sonny Nickel, one-handed, but brings it over, and Paul Loughlin, good tackle from Loughlin, bounces into him. Kevin Ward also gets in there at the tackle, but it's Eagles on the charge. Crossfield kick, well taken by Alan Hunt, did well, took it well, gets out of one tackle, feeds it inside to Jonathan Griffiths. And what a wing combination this Griffiths and Hunt have proven to be. Griffiths, a scrum half, ex-Welsh Rugby Union scrum half, but he's in Mike McClellan's side and the right centre. And both him and Hunt are playing very well. Groves, well, a bad ball there, a long ball from Groves, and Mark Bailey, I think it was, that couldn't take it. It went to ground. That's going to constitute the first scrum of this afternoon's Stones Bitter Championship match. Well, it's Maiko there that fed the scrum. He's got 6 on his back, but he moved into the scrum half position there. And Sheffield come up with possession. Saints lined out there, referee Carter making sure as Sheffield play the ball. Second row man Paul Broadbent in possession. All the spectators on this side, as I say, but Saints there penalised. Holding the man down at the tackle is the indication there, and a chance of scoring now for Sheffield. Yes, he's elected to go for goal, so the referee, and then the referee in turn points to the touch judges to go behind the sticks for this penalty award. So Saints with a couple of players back in, with Les Quirk after being out with injury for a while, and Roy Haggerty. It was against Sheffield Eagles at Nosey Road this season that Les Quirk picked his injury up. And we all remember at Hillsborough last season, first match of the season, and Les Quirk, a nasty injury again that kept him out for quite a while. But the goal kick, the penalty award waved away as it went to the left of the sticks. So still no score. Just 3 minutes of play gone. Saints to restart with a dropout. Phil Beavers there, back in at the full-back position with the injury to Gary Conley. And Beavers, versatile player, play anywhere. He's done the full round, I think, barring the prop at Saints, prop and hooker this season. Versatile campaigner. He's been out with rib injury, but he's back now. And it's hooker there, Mick Cook for Sheffield. He's finally dumped to the ground. Roy Haggerty quickly in. Haggerty's been out with the broken bone in his hand as Sheffield move it infield. Hugh Waddell, ex-Great Britain forward. Started off in the Midlands, rugby union player in the Midlands, and he came over via Leeds and Oldham. But Sheffield moving it quickly. Saints have to move in. Make sure the tackles count. Just outside the Saints 25. Sheffield in possession. A little bit of a mix-up there, but Sheffield move it to the left. Little grubber kick through. Beavers takes it very comfortably as the Sheffield defence comes up quickly. The Saints will have to move it. Cooper along the line. Stuart Evans. Good forward Evans. Kevin Ward. Solid Sheffield defence come in, and Saints are still pegged in their own 25, trying to move it quickly. Roy Haggerty, but taken down there. Good tackle from Broadbent. Back to Loughlin. Hefty kick upfield, but Keith Mumby takes it well. Season campaign, had about 13 or 14 seasons with Bradford Northern. Now here in the Sheffield colours. Nelson, midfield, onto scrum half Mark Aston, and onto Sonny Nicol now. This lad Nicol, he had a tremendous game at Nosey Road in the first half. Peppered the Saints defence, takes a lot of pulling down, didn't do much in the second half, even though he did score a try. But it's Sheffield on the attack, and the home crowd are getting behind them. Loose forward there, Ian Russell. But Sheffield on the charge, 10 yards short of the Saints line. And Saints defence will have to hold firm. Sixth and final tackle there signified the changeover, the first changeover of the match. Haggerty wants the ball, but the Sheffield player won't release it, and is duly penalised for not releasing the ball on the sixth tackle for the changeover. So the Saints' first penalty coming after 5.5 minutes. And Paul Loughlin kicks over there to the open side and finds touch 10 yards outside the Saints 25. Paul Groves ready to restart play. Always short of his ball. There we go. Sheffield moving up exceptionally quickly as Kevin Ward drives into the defence. Excuse me. Paul Groves at dummy half. Saints moving it to the left. Evans coming onto a short ball. But somebody said, well, a Saints player obviously speaking out of turn on the far side, and eagle-eared referee Carter picked it up, obviously, and he's awarded Sheffield a penalty. Saints were in possession, he was moving it over to the left, but now they're forced to defend as Eagles kick upfield and find touch in the Saints 25. The partisan Sheffield supporters get behind them. We finally get ball back on the pitch. The clock's restarted, and Sheffield now with 6 tackles to hopefully penetrate the Saints line. Cook, dummy half, onto Tunks, but it goes back this time. Saints come in. Shane Cooper. Well, he's alleged that Tunks has knocked on, so you can't win with some of these, can you? There was no knock on there, in my opinion, my unbiased opinion, even for the other side. But Saints win the ball from the scrum. Jonathan Griffiths, short ball there. Well, unlucky. That must be a knock on, mustn't it? But Sheffield have possession. So Saints there. One man overlap on the far side. Looks as though Jonathan Griffiths, is he limping over there? It's Phil Beavers limping over there. But Saints back in possession. Haggerty. So the ball being lost on the far side in the Saints 25. Saints back in possession, and Stuart Evans taking up the running. Peter Tunks quickly in with Sonny Nicol. Kevin Ward now, block busting forward, running hard, but the Sheffield defence holding firm. Haggerty again, does well, feeds the ball inside. Cooper takes up the running now. It's on to Evans. He releases it. Sean Devine, lovely ball to Loughlin. Saints are spreading the Sheffield defence on the far side. Griffiths. Hunt comes inside and Saints in the Sheffield half. No score at present. Bailey, Beavers is the extra man. Beavers ships it forward. It's still in the field of play. David Nelson gathers it there as Les Quirk followed that Beavers kick up. So Saints now the first excursion into the Sheffield 25. And the Saints defence will have to hold firm. Hold Sheffield here for the remainder of these 6 tackles. Sonny Nicol again, you'll have to get this man down. One of the danger men. He plays it to himself, no marker. So Saints defence a little slack. Good tackle there from Saints captain Shane Cooper. The ball back to Sheffield and it's lofted high. Beavers well under it, takes it well. No problem for Beavers, just like shelling peas, that's a Beavers bread and butter stuff. Saints in possession. Les Quirk from the dummy half position. Solid tackling, Sonny Nicol in. Groves. Saints move it right. Bernard Dwyer just inside the Sheffield half. 10 minutes of play gone. Evans gives the dummy but loses possession. Sheffield snap it up and spread it quickly. They should have moved it quickly there. Saints defence all over on the far side. Nicol in possession, just tackled there by Ward and Haggerty. And the ball moved over to the left. In reverse pass there from Aston. Well, solid tackle there by Beavers. And the ball gone directly into touch. But I think a penalty has been awarded for an obstruction. One of the Saints players pulling a Sheffield player back. Indicated there by referee Carter, clamping him before he had the ball. But lovely reverse pass from Mark Aston, I think it was. It came inside, it nearly paid off for Sheffield. They did get a penalty out of it. They're putting Saints under pressure, just finding touch there, and the 10 yards from the Saints line. The Saints forced to line out on their own try line. Sheffield a restart. Sonny Nicol there, well, doing a bit of shepherding there. Nicol causing an obstruction as he went through there. But Saints defence holds firm. 5 yards now the Eagles are from the Saints try line. And the ball's loose. It was that man again, Mark Aston, that threw the ball out to the left. A long cut-out pass, but Sheffield couldn't take it. The ball did go over the Saints line, and I think it was actually touched down by a Sheffield player, but the knock-on, or the forward pass, or whatever the referee has given on the far side, Saints come up with possession from the scrum. Well, loose play again. Sheffield back in possession, is it? Well, the Saints, they're being penalised for allegedly taking the ball back after the referee was indicating for Sheffield to play the ball. Saints player had lost it. And Sean Devine there being penalised. And another chance now for Sheffield to open their account. 12 minutes of the game gone. Sheffield with the 4 penalties to the Saints 1 so far, and a chance now, as I said, just inside the Saints 25, so what you can say about 20 yards and just to the left of the posts. Second penalty goal attempt. No problem this time. And Sheffield open the scoring, and they lead now by 2 points to 0. Well, 2 points to 0, courtesy of standoff David Michael. So So obviously feeling the wrath of the referee's whistle this afternoon so far. Daniel Powell feeding it inside to David Nelson. Good strong wingman Nelson takes some pulling down. Inside ball. Sheffield still in possession. Groves and Evans in at the tackle. And Sheffield running with the ball. Well, Tunks nearly spilling it there. But the referee's blown up. Well, I don't know what the referee's ordered a scrum for there. Tunks, he did juggle with the ball, but I'm sure it didn't touch the ground. Saints come up with scrum possession. Move it to the right. Alan Hunt comes back inside, pushes one tackler off, trying to thread his way through. Saints tidying up on the scrums, 3-1. So plenty of possession, but no score yet. As Ian Russell brings down Bernard Dwyer, Saints move it inside. Roy Haggerty running hard and straight in a testimonial season, Roy Haggerty, and I'm sure he'll receive a bumper cheque at the end of his season. A popular figure at St Helens. Ward and Cooper on to Loughlin. Good ball inside there to Sean Devine. Saints keeping it moving. Good play there, sixth and final tackle for the Saints. Bailey. Haggerty off one, has to turn it inside. It touches a Sheffield player. Saints play on. The tackles are waved clean. Yes, we're back to one now. Saints drill. Well, I thought Saints was going to release it. At least they know now they've another 6 to make it count. A 10 yards from the Sheffield line. Bad ball there, but well taken in the end. And it is a knock-on being ruled a forward pass, but nothing wrong with that attacker as Chewy moved quickly, but it was a low ball. But the referee has ruled a forward pass, I think. And a scrum down to be formed midway between the Sheffield line and their own 25. It's Sheffield to feed. They come up with possession. Russell, I think it is, the loose forward that comes up with the ball. So Saints tackling, holding firm now, but what it could have been there, a couple of funny decisions. Well, it's all on. Surely it must be... I was going to say it must be offside, but it touched the Saints player and that plays him onside. Tunks, centre field, just short of the halfway line. 16 minutes gone, 2 points to nil for Sheffield. Russell, the loose forward there, well, played for a penalty, but he must have lost the ball. And Russell said something and Saints have been awarded a penalty. So Russell there, he tried to cod the referee, had to play the ball. He went down as he was getting up to play it. He obviously took exception to the referee's decision, said something. Referee Carter has heard him and awarded Saints a penalty, and they move upfield. Approaching the Eagles 25. Groves attacked in half-back. Moving it infield, Shane Cooper looking for the way through. Saints captain had a storming game at Warrington last Sunday in the Eagle Trophy. Mark Bailey off 1 foot into the 25-yard area. Saints move up quickly there. Jonathan Griffiths onto Ward, running hard, turns inside. Groves gathers it, gives the dummy. Characteristic dummy from Paul Groves. Long ball, Loughlin grubbers it through. Is it going to be too deep? Well, it's the Sheffield man there. Alan Hunt coming up, and the Sheffield man on the far side, whether it was Mumby or Mark Johnson, had to kick it dead. There's Hunt there. I thought it was too deep from Loughlin, but it was a perfectly weighted kick, obviously. And Eagles forced to drop out from between the sticks. So barring any mishap, this will give Saints possession. Deep kick. Sits up nice. Jonathan Griffiths takes it. Drives over to the right wing there. Brought down midway between the halfway and the Eagles 25. But Sheffield penalised for something in the tackle. Well, upending the player. Kind of indication there. So Saints now, further yardage, Evans. 12 yards short of the Eagles line. Saints putting some sustained pressure. Just have to play it steady. Nothing fancy. Basic rugby. Groves, Ward, straightens up, turns in the tackle. It's knocked back by a pair of Sheffield hands, I think that is. Taken up by Shane Cooper. Doubles back, does well Cooper. Gets past three, oh, threading his way through. Well, no waving of the referee's hand there. About 2 or 3 Sheffield players offside, but Loughlin gives the dummy, drives for the line. Yes! Oh, I thought he was in there. Well, the 6th and final tackle. Beavers. Lofted ball from Beavers onto Quirk. Yes. Good backing up play. Yes. Divine's in. Good play from the Saints there on the 6th tackle, and Divine's in at the corner. Good play from the Saints there on the 6th tackle, and that lovely lofted ball out there, Phil Beavers, and Sean Divine takes it and did well. Not much room to play with on this near side touchline, but he went past the opposition and touched down in the corner. Sean Divine, his 5th try of the season for the Saints, but a difficult attempt for Paul Loughlin. It's on the right side for him, being a right-footed kicker, but it's just inside the field of play there, as you can see, and just behind the 25-yard line. The Saints in the lead at 4 points to 2, and this Paul Loughlin conversion attempt to come. It's just fading away there to the right, lands right on the whitewash. So still 4 points to 2 in the Saints' favour after 20 minutes of play. So Sheffield to get us underway. Standoff, David Maiko, the deep kick. Alan Hunt gathers it right on his own line. But the Eagles move up very quickly. Beavers looking for a quick play of the ball. On to Bernard Dwyer. Saints blockbusting New Zealand forward. George Mann out with a hamstring injury. Just hope it's not for too long. I hope he's fit for the next match, the Saints, the traditional Boxing Day match against the old Pie Eaters. But the ball's lost there. Sheffield come up with possession. Mick Cook feeds it inside. Sheffield on the charge in the Saints 25. Trailing by 4 points to 2. Inside to Sonny Nicol. But he's held there. And Saints tackling must hold firm at all times. But Sheffield now moving it over, little chip kick through, it's bounced off a Saints player and come back. The tackle count is not waved clean up to now. No, referee shakes his head there, as Sheffield must have asked. But it's Sonny Nicol from short range, just held by his shorts there. Stuart Evans has him. And Roy Haggerty and Mark Bailey complete the tackle. Over on the far side, Mark Gamson charges into Alan Hunt, releases the ball, but Saints do well there. It's the 6th and final tackle now. Let's see what Sheffield have up the sleeve. Well, it's into Saints player again. Well, it's waved off for that time, so can you weigh up? It's all right once and then it's not all right, but it's totes for Sheffield. 10 yards from the Saints line, another 5 tackles now to get points on the board. They bring it blindside. Huey Waddell, he's looking to turn it inside. It's now David Nelson, right wing man, he's on a roving commission, comes centre field. So Sheffield still charging forward, but Saints defence holding firm at present. Oh, good run from Sonny Nicol there, coming from deep after Mark Aston had flicked the ball inside. Saints holding the storm. Tunks kicks through. It's going to go dead. Good idea there from Sheffield. They have to do something on the late tackles. But Saints will restart with a tap from the centre of the 25. Groves onto Kevin Ward. Running hard. Beats the first line of defence. Look at a bit of support there. Tremendous burst there from Ward. It's about 30 yards there. Upfield. Groves now. Onto Bailey. Back to Groves along the line. Good ball from Devine onto Dwyer. But superb Sheffield Eagles defence. And play stopped midway between the Saints 25 and the halfway line. Stuart Evans. 3 tackles there now, and Saints will hopefully spread it wide. Griffiths, Cooper, Loughlin, Devine, Beavers with the kick. David Nelson gathers it safely. Did well there. You've got to get into this man. Close him down. He goes past Bailey. But he only gets up to the halfway line before the Saints reception committee of Kevin Ward and Les Quirk. But they move it quickly on the far side. Sam Panaper. It's New Zealand left centre. And Gamson, I think it is now, from the acting half-back position. And Sheffield moving from in their own half up to the Saints 25 and just penetrating the Saints 25-yard line. Cook, inside ball, but knocked forward. Russell, I think he was, took his eye off the ball, but Saints snapped it up. He couldn't regather it, Russell, and Saints move it quickly. Cooper, Devine gives the dummy. Does well, Devine into space, just taken down there by Gamson. Beg your pardon, by Michael. Haggerty, looking to turn it inside. Good clamp tackle there. Man and ball. Stuart Evans taking up the running, pushes one off. 25 minutes of the first half gone, still the score, 4 points to 2 in Saints' favour. Jonathan Griffiths coming cross field, still bobbing and weaving, creating space. 10 yards short of the halfway line, Saints still in possession. Paul Loughlin, cross field kick, diagonal kick. Keith Mumby has to come back and gather it. He does so, moving it over there to the left wing, trying to use Gamson as a foil, but Mumby has to take the tackle. Sheffield spreading it along the line. Sonny Nickel, got to get in there to this man, get him clamped, man and ball. 2 or 3 tacklers on him. Dangerous character, versatile second row forward. Tunks, lovely ball there. Sheffield spread it quickly. Tunks again, inside ball to David Nelson, running cross field. Saints will have to get into him, just whisper in his ear. Loughlin completes the tackle. It's on there to scrum half Mark Aston, cross field kick. But it runs touching goal as Mark Gamson moves up on the far side there with Alan Hunt and Phil Beavers. So Saints going to restart. For a substitution on the far side there. Saints Jonathan Neal coming on to replace Stuart Evans. So Jonathan Neal comes on for Stuart Evans, and Saints moving up. Mark Bailey does well onto Paul Loughlin there, but Tunks bounces him down. I think it was, no, I beg your pardon, it was Nick Cook. But there's Jonathan Neal, his first touch. It's his second substitute appearance of the season. He's been in the starting lineup on one occasion. He's unhappy at the Saints, he's only a young lad, but he's a good forward. He's been put on the transfer list. Saints moving it over to the left. Got a good clamp tackle there on Paul Loughlin. Haggerty threading his way through, inside to Cooper. Saints backing up now. Mark Bailey up to the halfway line. 6th and final tackle signified. Saints move it over to the right. Cooper, Beavers. Little chip kick through. But well taken by Gamson. Comes back centre field and he's into space. Well, tremendous run from Gamson there. A 40-yard burst after Beavers had chipped through, but Saints penalised for holding down in the tackle. They're going to go for goal, surely. It's right in front of the sticks. Yes, he's elected to go for goal. Gamson coming through there, must have run about 40 yards, held down on the Saints 25, and then Saints players not getting up off him quickly enough in the referee's eyes, and the penalty awarded to Sheffield. They're looking to get back on level terms, as I said, just trailing by 4 points to 2. Saints looking to do the double on Sheffield this season. Won by 34 points to 17 at Nosey Road. That's successful, and Saints Sheffield are back on level terms with the Saints now at 4 points apiece. All tied up, 4 points apiece. David Maiko, his second penalty goal of the afternoon. The Saints kick off. Tunks takes up the ball. Goes into the centre of the field, and Haggerty, Groves and Kevin Ward bounce him down. Ward in the thick of it again. Haggerty getting stuck in, back in the action. A firm favourite with the Saints faithful. Sheffield just short of the halfway line. Saints reap possession. So the ball taken from the Sheffield man, and Saints looking to spread it out wide. Bernard Dwyer. Good utility forward, Bernard Dwyer. Divine. Saints just a little bottled up. And Groves moves it inside. Haggerty, he'll take him on, pushes one off, releases it to Bailey. A loose play there. Alan Hunt's gathering it, but it was a forward pass. I think it came off Paul Loughlin, moving over on the far side. But Alan Hunt came through there at a fair rate of knots, didn't he? But the pass was forward. A scrum down just inside the Sheffield half. Sheffield feed. As you just heard there on the PA system, will be coming on, the ex-Hull player, to replace Hugh Waddell. I think he had a spell in France as well, this Tim Wilby. Well, he's lost the ball there. Groves looks in disbelief as Sheffield have been awarded a penalty, and they're going to go for goal. 6 penalties to 3 awarded. 2 Eagles by referee Carter, but an infringement at the play of the ball, pulling the ball out of the player's hands when the tackle had been ruled. So it's Maiko again, looking for his 3rd success. He's had 1 miss already this afternoon. Centre field, about 40 yards out. Waved away by the touch judges. 5, just ready to drop out. Deep kick, about 45 yards. Just bouncing back, Saints move up. As loose forward Russell picks it up rather slowly, but Saints putting the pressure on, and it's Sonny Nicol. Got to get this man down. He's certainly a strong customer. And Jonathan Neal, tackling machine, bounces him to the ground. Tim Wilby, substitute, just come on for Hugh Waddell. And it's Nick Cook. Well, Cook throwing it away. Snatched at the ball, went to, looks as though he's going to give a deep pass to his left. But it fell forward, threw it forward. Saints couldn't capitalise on it. A scrum down, Saints feed, Sean Devine there. Beats the scrum, Cooper comes up with possession. Short ball up to Devine, gives the dummy, Devine driving for the line. On to Quirk going in there for Saints' second try of the afternoon. A brilliant planned ploy from the Saints there, right from the scrum. Cooper come up with the ball from the base of the scrum. Devine, Cooper brought it blindside, he fed it on to Devine. Devine gave a lovely dummy and drew the Sheffield defence. Les Quirk was on the wing and Devine was hurrying for the line. I think he would have scored himself, but he slipped it outside to Les Quirk, and David Nelson, I don't know what sort of attempted kind of tackle that was, but he pushed Quirk towards the line and no problem. Quirk fell over the line. Saints back in the lead now at 8 points to 4. Exactly the same spot, I would imagine, there for Paul Laughlin's attempted conversion. And over on the far side this time, in front of the sticks, flies away in front of the sticks, so 8 points to 4 the score, with about 5 minutes of the first half remaining. Les Quirk, that's notched up his 8th try of the season. Now don't forget your try tape, your Saints tries, your best tries from the 89-90 season is out at present. Well worth it, 1 hour 57 minutes of pulsating Saints action. So don't forget, get your Saints tapes, your try tape. If you have any problem, come and see us on the gantry at Knowsley Road and we'll fix you up. Saints in possession, Haggerty, centre field, over the 25-yard line. Groves wants a quick play of the ball. Saints looking to get further points on the board before the half-time interval. Jonathan Neal drives into the Sheffield defence. Saints move it infield. Cooper. And Cooper, the instigator there, he brought that ball lovely on the blind side out of the scrum, and Les Quirk finished off in good style. Haggerty off 1 foot, turns in the tackle, releases the ball. Cooper taking up the run in again, moves it over to the right, on to Alan Hunt. Limited touches for Hunt this afternoon. He's pulled down the midway between the Saints 25 and the halfway line. It's the 6th and final tattle signified by the referee. The ball up to Vevers. Heftily kicks it upfield. Mumby takes it. Quickly dispatched to the turf just short of the halfway line. Michael looking to thread his way through, but Neil and Ward in at the tackle. And that didn't look a correct play of the ball from Michael, but it's allowed to go on. And Sheffield still in possession. Tunks moves it left. Good ball there from Aston. But Saints there, they'll have to line out. Referee Carter looking over to his left. Sheffield still in possession. Aston grubbers it through, but Vevers takes it well. Vevers up to the 25 and over the 25. Saints in their own 25. 4 minutes of the half remaining. Jonathan Griffiths. Diagonal run. 15 yards further forward. Saints move it left. Bailey. Jonathan Neal or Bernard Dwyer? Bernard Dwyer it was. As I said, we are a distance back here. Perhaps a bit further than the usual spec at Bradford Northern. Shane Cooper. Chip kick through. Sheffield take the ball and Paul Groves quickly in there, clamps the man. Is that Sonny Nicol that's acting half-back? Trying to scamper through, quickly dispatched. Saints defence moving up exceptionally quickly. Well, Saints being penalised, and it certainly looks as though the man's, is it Haggerty? Well, Nicol getting stuck into Haggerty there, and it looked as though Nicol was lying on Haggerty. He put his hand up, he did Roy Haggerty, but Nichol's taken exception. He had a swing at Roy Haggerty, and those Saints have been penalised, but surely the retaliation there. So it's Shane Cooper there, he's just going to inquire into referee Carter, but he's going to bring Sonny Nicol out surely. He's going to speak to both players. He had awarded the penalty, but I'm sure that Nicol there was lying on Roy Haggerty. Yes, Nicol 10 minutes in the sin bin. So Nicholl with 10 minutes in the sin bin, but Sheffield still with the penalty award. Solid tackle there, nothing in that, round the jersey. Well, Saints penalised. He let the tackle go, and then kicking out there is the indication. Well, surely if there's any consistency and the player has actually kicked at the player, he should be either down the tunnel or in the sin bin as well. That's just as much retaliation as Nicholl did there when a little fracas broke out. But it's another chance for David Maiko to put Sheffield 2 points closer to the Saints' 8 points total. Maiko kicks it. It's between the sticks, and it's Maiko that's keeping the Saints at bay. The PA system there just saying that Maiko had kicked the penalty goal for the player kicking out at the player on the ground. He's just letting us know that's just in case we didn't know the referee's indication. Sheffield in possession and time running out. 8 points to 6 to score, and playing in time now added on for stoppages. Will be there, substitute forward, losing possession. Saints now with an ideal opportunity to get this ball from the scrum feed and hopefully get further points on the board. Cooper again there, Bailey, back to Cooper, still in the tackle there. Jonathan Neal from acting half-back position, charging to the 25, there's the half-time hooter. Referee brings the first half play to an end. Sheffield's points, 6 of them courtesy of Maiko's boot, with Saints 8 points from tries from Devine in the 19th minute, Quirk in the 33rd minute, both going unconverted. So half-time here at the Don Valley Stadium is Sheffield 6, Saints 8. With you now for the second half of the Stones-Bitter League clash. It's Saints in the lead by 8 points to 6. Sheffield down to 12 men for about another, what should we say, 8 minutes, with Sonny Nicholl being sent off for retaliation as Sheffield kick off. Haggerty takes it, drives 10 yards further forward. And no doubt Saints will have been G'd up at half-time by coach Mike McClellan. Well, Groves there being bounced down by Gamson, rather enthusiastic in the tackle. Haggerty at dummy half, Saints moving it there. Jonathan Neal coming onto a lovely short ball from captain Shane Cooper. Groves blindside, Haggerty charges at them, flicks it back. Jonathan Griffiths has to tidy up. He did well. Would have been all right if it to come off. But Roy Haggerty flicking it back to Jonathan Griffiths. Alan Hunt from acting half-back. Sixth and final tackle signified. Referee Carter's outstretched right hand. The ball back to Vevers. Good deep kick. Mumby takes it well. David Nelson comes in field. Mumby gives it Nelson straight away. And a solid tackle there from Kevin Ward. And Jonathan Neal brings him to the ground. Maiko from acting half-back. I think that's Russell, the dummy half, it is. They move it over to the right. It's Peter Tunks. Brilliant lighting at this stadium. Only half of the lights on the 3 pylons on the far side. Well, there might be less than actually half on, but it lights it up extremely well. Sheffield in possession, long ball there to Sam Panaper, into space, but he has to come in field. There's no support. Sixth and final tackle there. So Solid tackling from the Saints. Aston with an attempted drop goal, yes, and it's there. So Sheffield putting the pressure on, and they've come away with a point. That puts them just 1 point behind. Eventually, if you can hear the PA system. We know what the score is. Saints 8, Sheffield 7 after that Aston drop goal, and Saints kick it off quickly. Goes dead, and Sheffield forced to drop out from between their own sticks. Jonathan Griffiths under the ball comfortably up to the 25-yard line, beats two, turns inside, he's lost possession. Solid tackling there, Broadbent and Gamson, and the ball wrenched from Griffiths' hands, and Sheffield in possession. So all that good work from the Saints there. It's the ball's hooked back, it's raked back, good ploy there, and it's Jonathan Neal that did it. Sheffield a little slow in getting off the player. Good ball there, Beaver's extra man turns it inside to Haggerty. Looking to release, he does so to Dwyer, inside to Jonathan Neal again. A lot of these planned moves from the Saints there have been employed. In the centre field, Cooper again, Ward. Good forward Ward, it takes three men to bring him down. And it's Saints in possession, still leading, 8 points to 7. Groves onto Beavers again, good ball to Alan Hunt. But ruled forward by referee Carter. Four minutes of the second half gone. Scrum down just inside the Eagles' 25. Maiko to feed. Saints push, but Eagles come up with possession. Good break again there from Panoper. Sheffield running hard. Well, that was a forward pass, but referee didn't see that one this time. Onto Broadbent. But Sheffield are running hard with the ball and making headway. And good break there. So Sheffield come in a full 50 yards, just within distance of the Saints 25. Aston grubbers it through. Beavers takes it well, and David Nelson drops on him. Beavers had to take it on the ground. Nelson comes into him, but Saints try to scamper away from the acting half-back position. But plenty of Sheffield bodies in defence. Cooper sees the gap, flicks it back, well taken there, Jonathan Neal onto Haggerty, releases it again. Mark Bailey unlucky there, just losing his footing. Jonathan Griffiths flicks it up, back pass there to Loughlin. Quirk's with him, he gives it Quirk. Quirk chips it forward, just being impeded a little. Waved away by referee Carter. You didn't expect anything else, did you? But Saints pressure, holding firm and pulling the Sheffield man back 10 yards short of his own line. So Saints will have to keep the pressure on. It's Tim Wilby. Another 4 tackles to make it count and hold the Sheffield outfit in their own 25. Tunks into space, looking for support, he has it there. On now to Russell. Lovely ball, well I've seen lovely ball round, I thought he'd taken it, but Sheffield still in possession, and they're backing up very well, aren't they? Paying off for them there. Maiko a dummy half as Gamson plays the ball. Onto Aston, onto Russell. Brought down centre field, but a good patch there from Sheffield. Moved it well, they backed up well. It's the 6th and final tackle for Sheffield. Aston that'll be, but Sheffield run it. Well taken by Les Quirk on the far side. Good ball onto Jonathan Neal. Cooper looking for the reverse pass. Or the return pass, I should say. It's on to Bernard Dwyer. Solid tackling again. Tightly contested game, 8 points to 7. Ward running hard, bounces off the defence, goes the other way, looking for support now, up to the halfway line. Bailey gives the dummy, comes in field, onto Cooper, short ball there, Bernard Dwyer, the ball's loose I think. It's touched the Sheffield player, it's a further 6 tackles, indicated by referee Carter. Cooper, Griffiths, inside ball, Paul Loughlin threading his way across field, looking for the gap, good ball onto Haggerty, sidesteps inside, but good cover defence there from Sheffield Eagles. Dwyer scampering away, gains 5 yards, quickly brought down, Groves taking up the running, inside ball to Ward, inside to Cooper, yes, looking for support, try on the cards here, Quirk, is he in for his second? Oh, brought down short and posted to touch on the far side. So brilliant play from the Saints, but equally good play from Sheffield as they covered up there. They looked to try all the way as Saints moved it over to the left, but the Eagles defence closed ranks and forced Quirk into touch about 8 yards from the corner flag. Sheffield in possession, it's Panaper again. And Sheffield moving it over to their left, onto Gamson. Forced down. Alan Hunt coming in with a shoulder charge. Jonathan Griffiths completing the tackle and he's forced into touch. Sheffield now, they're back to the full complement with Nickel back on the field. And they're looking to make another substitution on the far side there. It's Andy Young coming on to replace Tim Wilby, Paul Broadbent. And a substitution taking place there. And Saints come up with possession from the scrum. Groves, inside ball to Jonathan Neal, charging forward. Alan Hunt coming in for the ball, but Jonathan Neal being held in the tackle by Hall. And I beg your pardon, Mick Cook. But it's Haggerty there, charging forward. Groves, inside to Cooper. Bailey, off 1 foot. Side steps, but the ball's loose. Sheffield come up with, Sheffield coming up with possession. But a knock-on being ruled. Surely that was advantage, and certainly referee Carter leaving a lot to be desired in his decisions this afternoon. He's give Sheffield feed, so he could have allowed play to go on, but they come up with possession. Hooker there, Mick Cook. As Ashton at acting half-back, feeds it inside to Wilby. Sheffield on the charge, Tunks it is, driving forward. Saints reception committee hold him in the tackle, don't actually get him to grass. As Maiko kicks through, Quirk takes it well and has to take the tackle as 2 Eagles defenders move in exceptionally quickly. Saints in their own 25. Paul Loughlin pushes off 2. Takes 3 to bring him down, just short of the 25-yard line. Griffith at dummy half. Jonathan Neal taking up the running. He releases it there to Groves. Saints moving to the left. Haggerty. Haggerty is relieved of the ball, but there's an infringement there. Referee Carter moves in. A scrum down is formed, and it's going to be a Sheffield feed. Maiko. Well, one against the head. Saints coming up with the ball there. It was a clear feed from Michael, but Saints come up with possession. Griffiths, well taken by Loughlin, into space, works in field. Good tackling there from Sheffield. Surely the ball went backwards, but ruled a knock-on by referee Carter. An unforced error from the Saints there. Scrum down to be formed just inside the Saints half. 13 minutes of the second half gone. Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? Surely a knock-on. It's going to be a Saints feed this time. No, he's allowed play to go on, and Sheffield in possession. Wilby turns in the tackle. Sheffield backing up well. Nick Cook over the Saints 25-yard line. Sheffield looking for the first try. They've only got three penalty goals and a drop goal, but the ball's loose, and a knock-on ruled in the melee over there. It's going to be a Saints feed this time, as Sheffield was in possession. Sean Devine on the far side. Saints, well, lose one there. Well, a knock-on behind the scrum. Saints forced off the ball there. Sheffield won the scrum, but as Aston, I think it was, came behind, the ball was knocked forward. Referee Carter spotted it. There's going to be another scrum down. Saints feed again. No problem this time. Saints win the heel. Cooper, good ball there to Beavers. The ball's loose again. Looks is moving over to the Loughlin Quirk wing. But Saints losing possession, and Sheffield back on the, well, Nickel. A high tackle rule there by Cooper. But it's very difficult for us to see from over here, but he just looked round the shirt. But no doubt Nickel will play the old soldier and lie down for a bit. Saints have been penalised. And Maiko is going to go for the yardage. Didn't get much there, did he? Perhaps about 3 yards. Nickel gets to his feet. Sheffield on the charge, trailing by 1, looking for the first try. Solid tackling again, 10 yards short of the Saints line. Sheffield putting the pressure on. Good tackling there as that player came onto a suspiciously looking forward pass. Nickel from short range, driving for the line. Can Saints hold him up over the line? Just stopping him short. Nickel looking to play it, finally does so. Sheffield spread it cross field. Saints looking for the interception. As it will be there, driving towards the line. Sixth and final tackle. Will the drop goal come here to put them back on level terms, or will they go for the try? Tunks chips it through. A big hole opens in the Saints defence, and the ball runs dead. So relief there from the Saints. They did well to withstand that pressure from Sheffield. A penalty on the far side from an allegedly high tackle on Nickel, and then Sheffield went for the touch-finding kick, but couldn't penetrate the Saints line. Well, Sheffield penalised her for a high tackle on Jonathan Neal, and certainly there looked nothing in that. I can assure you that if I'd have thought there'd have been anything in it, I'd have let you know personally. But both sets of spectators in the stand here just getting a little irritated with referee Carter's decisions, and they certainly have left a lot to be desired this afternoon. Saints in the lead by 1 point, 8 points to 7. Bernard Dwyer, 35 yards short of the Eagles line. Saints in possession, bringing it to the right. Roy Haggerty pushes one off. Inside ball to Loughlin. Releases it, well taken by Jonathan Neal. Comes back into the fray. On to Jonathan Griffiths, and a knock on. So the game stopped there. Scrum down to be formed. Sheffield feed. Maiko feeds the scrum. Saints push, but Sheffield come up with possession. Sheffield, coached by Gary Hetherington. He's Mr. Sheffield. Gary Hetherington. He's been here from the beginning. Sheffield first formed in 1984. He was promoted to the First Division at the end of 88-89 season. And they're still here. Usually with these newly formed clubs, they find it hard to stay up in the top flight, but they've got some good, solid players. And you can judge by the score here what a good contested tie it is this afternoon. Equally contested tie, 8 points to 7 in Saints' favour. Sheffield in possession on the Saints 25-yard line, and the sixth tackle coming up now. On to Aston, lofted ball to Nelson. It's the sixth tackle, remember, and Saints will have to get in and bounce the man down. It's going to be the changeover when the man's tackled. Sheffield still spreading it, and they're doing well. They're driving for the corner. Well, is the try given? Yes, the try's awarded. I think it's David Michael. Well, the Sheffield spectators go wild with delight here in the stand. But that try scored on the sixth tackle. It was over on the far side. David Nelson, and then the ball came right across the full width of the pitch, and in the corner the try was scored. Just unable to hear who has been accredited with the try on the PA system due to the spectators here. But Sheffield are in the lead by 11 points to 8 with this David Maiko conversion attempt to come. So all three tries in this afternoon's game. Yes, David Maiko has been accredited with a try, just flashing up on the massive scoreboard just to the left of us, and he's looking to convert his own try. But as I was saying, all the three tries in this afternoon's game being scored in this bottom left-hand corner. So in the last quarter of this game, 20 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go in the second half. Sheffield in the lead by 11 points to 8. And that's the first time they've been in the lead since the 12th minute when Maiko opened the scoring. They have levelled up at 4 points each, but they take the lead now by 11 points to 8. So as you just heard there, Haggerty coming off and Evans coming back on. Sonny Nickel driving into the Saints defence. Solid tackling again by Kevin Ward. Shane Cooper. Forward pass there onto Wilby. Referee Carter's picked it up this time. So scrum down. Saints feed just outside the Eagles 25. Devine feeds. Cooper picks up onto Devine again on the blind side. Inside to Alan Hunt. The Saints need points on the board, trailing by 3. Mark Bailey, Beavers, beats the first line of defence. Put to grass there just inside the 25. Jonathan Neal running hard. Block busting Cumbrian forward. Ward now taking up the running. Powers in. Solid defence from Eagles as they've done most of the afternoon. It's Cooper, the instigator. Bailey, give the dummy. Sixth tackle now there, and Saints unable to penetrate this Eagles defence. Cooper takes it left there. It's on the sixth tackle. Saints keep it moving. He's finally tackled in possession. So only the second changeover of the match, I think it is. The Sheffield support get behind their team now as they've just edged in front. Tim Wilby. Aston attacked in half-back. He's indicating he's moving it blindside, but that's a dead cert that he'll move it infield, which he does so. Darryl Powell, international centre three-quarter, just been in the Great Britain squad for the touring Australians. Tunks moves it out. Sheffield in possession, right on the halfway line, just to the right of the centre spot. Sixth and final tackle. Aston inside to David Nelson. Gotta get in at this man again. Make sure he doesn't release it this time. Referee blows for the tackle, and the changeover is signified. Nelson doesn't want to release it. So Saints now, they'll have to put a bit of brilliance together. They certainly can't afford to squander these 2 league points. Neither can Sheffield. They're mid-table as well. And certainly a toughly contested first division. Well, a bad ball there onto Sean Devine from Paul Groves, right down by his ankles, and just touching his fingertips, he knocked it forward. A tough contest in the first division, 14 teams in the first division, and there's not really a consistent team in now. Certainly some upsets. Sheffield win possession. Onto Panafer, flicks it out to Gamson. Aston for Sheffield inside to the loose forward Russell. Cook. Sheffield in the Saints 25. They're leading by 11 points to 8. The 16 minutes of the game remaining. Aston, short ball, but it's knocked back. Passed over the head and knocked back, and Sheffield is still in possession. Cook. Taken down by Cooper, but he released it back to Aston. Well, Mumby driving for the line. Just brought down short, and he's lost possession. A knock on is ruled as Nickel picked the ball up, but Mumby he certainly put a bit of pace on there. I thought he was going to go under the sticks, but he was finally brought down. As the Eagles chant comes round this Don Valley Stadium, well, half round, considering we're all over the over here on one side. And Saints making a substitution there. Tira Patty coming on. The Saints come up with possession from the scrum. Saints with plenty of scrum possession this second half. 6-4 I make it, but unable to get on the score sheet so far in this second half. Rapati, first touch. Shane Cooper, crossfield deep kick. Putting pressure on David Nelson on the far side and Keith Mumby. The Saints defence comes up. Mumby takes it. Quickly closed down. Sheffield side very slow getting back onside. It's on to David Nelson. Good clamp tackle there. Paul Groves, I think it was that time. It's Groves again, and a superb tackle from Groves. Right round the chest and bangs his man down. But Saints will have to get in amongst them. As Sheffield now kick the ball upfield. Mark Bailey, can he gather it before he goes into touch? He does so. Takes it down the touchline. And it's Saints' turn now to get back onside. Certainly saves a lot of running from the forwards. 2 deep kicks, one from each side there. The Saints spread it across the field of play. Beavers, good ball onto Rapati. Pushes 2 off, drives over the 25. Still going Rapati, into space, gives the dummy again. Cooper was with him, well, he impeded there at the play the ball, but Cooper takes up the running. The ball's knocked down as Sheffield gather possession. The Saints being taken off the game there, but Rabe getting the ball back at the play the ball. Good play there from Saints captain Shane Cooper. Groves now. Saints ready to get Rapati. Griffiths inside to Hunt. Takes it well. Sees the gap, drives for it. 10 yards short of the Sheffield 25. Saints in possession. Cooper. Beavers. Extra man there. Well, loose play. Loughlin knocks it on. Sheffield gather possession. But referee stopped play for a knock-on. Even though Sheffield did come up with possession, he's still giving the scrum and the feed to Eagles. The scrum collapses. But Sheffield, well, the Saints come up with possession. So another one against the head. The Saints will have to get their act together. Bernard Dwyer. The Saints penalised there for not playing the ball correctly, just rolling it through his legs, not playing it with his foot, and Sheffield are awarded the penalty. Not too many penalties in this second half, not like the first. But it's Nelson. Sheffield running hard. Just over 10 minutes remaining, and Sheffield in the lead at 11 points to 8. Tunks running hard, bringing the ball up to the 25. Nick Cook attacked in halfback. Sheffield moving it along across the face of the posts. On to Russell, loose forward. Sixth and final tackle now. Inside ball, Sheffield will have to be clamped. It's Tunks there, he'll have to stay up and under. What's the Saints under pressure? The Sheffield referee there, he's penalised Sheffield for obstruction there, taking the Saints player out of the game. I was just waiting for the ball to be grasped by Sheffield player and Saints to tackle him for the turnover. But a deep kick there, puts Saints back in the Sheffield, or virtually in the Sheffield half. Paul Groves wants a quick play the ball. Time running out for the Saints, the trailing 11-8. Stuart Evans. Cooper. Inside ball there. Beavers. Groves at dummy half. Cooper and Groves work the loop movement, but the Sheffield defence, as it's done most of the afternoon, sticking to its task. Cooper again, lofted ball, taken well by Griffiths, pushes one off and forces it inside to Devine. On to Evans, inside now to Cooper again. Still releasing it to Phil Beavers. Griffiths, well, he couldn't take it. The ball stood to Sheffield man. The touch judge had his flag up there before the ball had actually gone into touch, and Alan Hunt took a knock in the tackle. Sheffield come up with possession. Maiko. Sonny Nickel from acting halfback. Maiko again, I think it is, scampering away from the acting half position. He's lost possession. Saints have come up with it. Sean Devine this time. Bernard Dwyer. Good onto Laughlin, good ball there, but solid tackling on the far side, and Maiko injured here for Sheffield. Jonathan Neal pushes one off, tries to pass round the man. Saints pegged just inside the Sheffield half. Bailey, Cooper, Bernard Dwyer. Laughlin out to Les Quirk, he chips it forward, it's well taken there, Mumby took it well. Sheffield in possession, they're in their own 25, another Sheffield player injured on the far side, but time running out for the Saints. 7 minutes of normal play. Solid tackling midfield, Evans and Groves. Cooper in again, sixth and final tackle now. Grubber for touch, it finds touch, so a scrum to be formed. Saints feed. Sean Devine feeds the scrum. Les Quirk coming in field, not had many running chances this afternoon as Les. And Cooper now trying to put a bit together. Cooper into space. Groves, Rapati straightens up, drives forward, wants a quick play of the ball, he finally plays it now. But Saints have been penalised. Has he done us again for not playing the ball correctly? Well, I don't know what's up. Yes, Rapati put the ball on the floor to get up to play it, and was impeded, but then he played it. But referee Carter has given Sheffield the penalty. Sonny Nickel charging away. For a big man, he's very quick from a standing start. Sheffield still in possession, approaching the Saints 25. Another try from Sheffield here, and it's down the hatch for the Saints. But they're running hard. Russell, Tunks, Aston. Well, unlucky there. Aston went for the drop goal. The ball was fed inside. He dummied. Devine took it, but just couldn't take it cleanly. I'm not saying he'd have gone the 70-odd yards to the try line. He certainly could have had a good try, couldn't he? Sheffield in possession in the Saints 25. Less than 4 minutes of normal time remaining. Saints trailing by 11 points to 8. Russell, 10 yards short. Saints have to defend tirelessly now. Sheffield will be looking to put a plan to move on. Moving it over to the left. Aston, he turns it back in field. Has to take the tackle centre field. Sonny Nickel from acting halfback, driving for the line. Tremendous forward. The ball back for the drop goal attempt. Yes, onto Aston. Yes, that makes a 4-point gap. Aston puts another nail in the Saints' coffin. 12 points to 8, his second drop goal of the match. Saints unable to get on the score sheet so far in this second half. Trying a goal wouldn't go amiss now, would it? The Sheffield support gets behind them. Wilby takes up the running. Russell. Broadbent back on. Cook at acting halfback. Sheffield in possession. It's on to Aston. Boots it upfield. It's going to go directly dead. The game will restart from the centre of the 25 with a tap restart for the Saints. Rapati still running strong. Alan Hunt taking off the ball there, and nothing done this time, is there? Managed to see it before, but it's Loughlin coming crossfield. The ball knocked out of his hands by a Sheffield Eagles player. Ward. Oh, it's Rapati, surely. Beg your pardon, it's Rapati. Cooper. Stuart Evans. Paul Groves. Alan Hunt can't take it, it's loose. Jonathan Griffiths tidies up. In the last minute of normal play, Hugh Waddell. So the Eagles spectators getting behind the side. I think they're more or less certain of these two league points in the Stones Bitter Championship, barring an interception from the Saints. Playing in time added on for stoppages, and Sheffield in possession. Aston driving for the corner. Darryl Powell driving for the corner. On to Panaper, and he's under the sticks. So Panaper finishing off there with a flourish. Darryl Powell doing a lot of the running there. Drove for the sticks. Panaper in support on his right. He fed it to him and he went under unopposed. That puts the result beyond doubt, as if it was beyond doubt before. It certainly makes the result look better on paper, doesn't it? When he kicks this, it's going to be 18 points to 8. And it's Maiko. Bangs it over, and there's the full-time hooter. So Saints going down. 18 points to 8 here at Don Valley Stadium. Saints in the lead, 8 points to 6. At half-time, courtesy of 2 tries from Sean Devine and Les Quirk, and that was the only points that the Saints had. It was all Sheffield in the second half. Aston opened the account in the second minute with a drop goal, and then it was the 19th minute Maiko try, extended the Eagles lead to 11 points to 8. Another Aston drop goal in the 37th minute, and then right on the 40th minute, Panaper going under the sticks after some sterling work from Powell. And Maiko goaled it, no problem, and 18 points to 8, the final score here at Don Valley Stadium. Next match for the Saints is the derby clash at Nosey Road, when the Saints entertain the Pie Eaters Wigan. So we look forward to you joining us there, and hopefully we look forward to a better display from the Saints and a better result, obviously. So thanks once again for joining us, and we'll see you soon.